Hi everyone, and welcome to this lesson on structures in C++. If you've ever found yourself juggling multiple variables that all seem to belong together, structures are here to save the day. In this video, I'll explain what structures are, how to use them, and we'll look at practical examples to make everything clear. So grab your C++ compiler and let's dive in. What are structures? A structure is a user-defined data type that allows you to group related variables under one name. This is super useful when you're dealing with complex data that belongs together. The syntax for defining a structure in C++ involves using the struct keyword, followed by the structure name and its members enclosed in curly braces. The semantics of a structure is to logically group related variables called members into a single user-defined data type. Each member of the structure can have its own data type.
Wow!
And they can be accessed individually using the dot operator. Here's an example. Imagine you're working with a person's details. Instead of creating 3 separate variables for their name, age, and height, you can group them all together using a structure. Pretty cool, right? Once the structure is defined, you can declare a variable of that structure type, assign values, and access them using the dot operator. This code creates a person named John who is 25 years old and 179 centimeters tall. When we run this program, we get this output. Why use structures? Now you might be wondering, why even use structures? Why not just use separate variables? Here's why. Structures provide a way to logically group related data. For instance, if you're managing data about cars, you don't want to create separate variables for each car's brand, model, and price. Instead, you can use a structure to handle this data in a clean and organized way. Let's look at a practical example with cars. Imagine you want to store details about a car's brand, model, year, and price. Here's how you can do it. When we run this code, it outputs the car's brand, model, year, and price. It's much more efficient than handling separate variables. What are nested structures? Now let's talk about nested structures. This is when you have one structure inside another. For example, a person might have an address. In this example, Alice's address is stored as a nested structure. Let's go over a few common mistakes when using structures. Forgetting to initialize structure variables. Always initialize your variables before using them. Accessing uninitialized nested structures. If a structure contains another structure, be sure to initialize it too. Finally, here are some exercises for you to try out. Create a structure student with name, faculty, major, and faculty number. Write a program to input and display student details. Create a structure book with title, author, and price. Write a program to find the most expensive book from an array of books. Don't worry to ask for help. That's it for today's lesson on structures in C++. They're a powerful tool to organize your data logically and cleanly. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.